It's that time of year again. Christmas season has begun for iHeartRadio and its listeners around the country, as the radio conglomerate announced its nationwide lineups for this year's iHeartRadio Jingle Ball presented by Capital One. The star-studded bills differ across the 12 cities hosting Jingle Ball concerts this year, but with the likes of Taylor Swift, Ed Sheeran, The Chainsmokers, Liam Payne, Niall Horan, Camila Cabello and more taking part in some of the holiday festivities, every city is bound to be a party. Read more. Liam Payne talks playing iHeartRadio's Jingle Ball with One Direction, why his new single is his favorite yet it's almost like a Christmas pageant. New York City's Z100 morning show personality Elvis Duran joked to Billboard on Tuesday, October 10th that Z100's Jingle Ball presented by Capital One official kickoff event at Macy's Herald Square in New York City, referring to the talent the tour brings out. Duran was the mastermind behind the holiday show concept more than 20 years ago, where Billy Idol headlined and threw up on the front row. He was drinking a lot of champagne. Duran left, but that was years ago. We've classed it up a lot since then. Classed it up they have, as the event went from nightclubs where Duran and his team had to beg people to come to arenas that sell out in minutes, if not seconds. It's turned into this massive I have to be there party event. Read more. Chartbeat podcast Elvis Duran on Trump receiving a Hollywood Walk of Fame star making people happy as much as weekend while Duran's Jingle Ball base is NYC's Madison Square Garden. The tour will also be hitting Dallas, Los Angeles, St. Paul, Boston, Tampa and more cities around the country from November 28th through December 17th. Check out the full roster of cities and lineups below. 11:28 Dallas TX at American Airlines Center. The Chainsmokers, Charlie Puth, Kesha, Niall Horan, Liam Payne, Camila Cabello, Julia Michaels and Why Don't We. 11:30 San Jose, CA at SAP Center. Demi Lovato, Nick Jonas, Charlie Puth, Camila Cabello, Niall Horan, Liam Payne, Julia Michaels and Why Don't We. 12:01 Inglewood, CA at LA Forum. Taylor Swift, Ed Sheeran, The Chainsmokers, Sam Smith, Demi Lovato, Logic, Kesha, Niall Horan, Halsey, Charlie Puth and Liam Payne. 12:04 St. Paul, MN at XL Energy Center. Fall Out Boy, Kesha, Charlie Puth, Niall Horan, Camila Cabello, Liam Payne, Julia Michaels and Why Don't We. 12:06 Philadelphia, PA at Wells Fargo Center. The Chainsmokers, Fall Out Boy, Kesha, Halsey, Logic, Niall Horan, Charlie Puth, Liam Payne, Julia Michaels and Why Don't We. 12:08 New York, NY at Madison Square Garden. Taylor Swift, Ed Sheeran, The Chainsmokers, Sam Smith, Halsey, Fall Out Boy, Demi Lovato, Logic, Charlie Puth, Niall Horan, Camila Cabello, Liam Payne, Julia Michaels and Why Don't We. 12:10 Boston, MA at TD Garden. Fall Out Boy, Kelly Clarkson, Fifth Harmony, Halsey, Charlie Puth, Camila Cabello and Why Don't We. 12:11 Washington, D.C. at Capital One Arena. Fall Out Boy, Kesha, Logic, Zed, Charlie Puth, Camila Cabello, Liam Payne, Julia Michaels and Why Don't We. 12:13 Chicago, Ill at Allstate Arena. The Chainsmokers, Demi Lovato, Charlie Puth, Kesha, Camila Cabello, Liam Payne, Julia Michaels and Why Don't We. 12:15 Atlanta, GA at Phillips Arena. Demi Lovato, Logic, Zed, Fifth Harmony, Nick Jonas, Charlie Puth, Camila Cabello, Liam Payne, Julia Michaels and Why Don't We. 12:16 Tampa, FLA at Amalie Arena. Zed, Nick Jonas, Charlie Puth, Camila Cabello, Liam Payne and Why Don't We. 12:17 Miami, FL at BBT Center. Demi Lovato, Logic, Fifth Harmony, Nick Jonas, Charlie Puth, Camila Cabello, Liam Payne, Julia Michaels and Why Don't We.